Welcome to the Basically, where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear or favor. One person is declared dead whilst 8 others sustain injuries following a head-on collision involving a water tanker and Toyota Voxy at Tipa Junction on the Kasoa-Winneba Road. The accident occurred on Saturday, August 15, leaving several occupants trapped and injured following the impact. Firefighters from the Ghana National Fire Service at the Bujumbura Fire Station were dispatched to the scene to rescue the victims and provide emergency assistance. The emergency team successfully rescued 8 injured persons and transported them to the Mother and Child Hospital in Kasoa for medical treatment. However, one of the victims later died from injuries sustained in a crash. The collision caused significant damage to both vehicles, and the 2 vehicles suffered extensive damage around its engine compartment. The identities of the deceased and injured victims have not yet been disclosed. Circumstances leading to the head-on collision also remain unclear, with further details expected as investigation continues. Now, I think there is one thing that we don't really pay attention to, and this morning I want to draw your attention to it, and that has to do with the recent accident that is happening on our roads. It's very bad, very, very bad. The previous one that happened at the barrier Ablekuma stretch was very bad. I mean, you cannot even the videos, the pictures and the video was sent to me, but I couldn't watch. I can't. I mean, I don't have that big heart to see those videos. I can't. And you see, the challenge is one. It's just one. Let's accept the fact that one, our roads are bad. And secondly, our drivers sometimes drive recklessly. And the third one has to do with the right authorities that are supposed to ensure that the right thing is being done on our roads. They don't do it. So when we take the Ablekuma stretch, the accident that happened there, it as a result of an abobo that was parked right on the street. Why are you parking a vehicle where you're not supposed to park? I don't even know whether to call it a vehicle or half vehicle. You're not supposed to park where you've parked. You know fully well that is not where you're supposed to park, and then you left it there. Now the police who are supposed to ensure that those vehicles are being taken off, and also to straighten those people that where you've parked the vehicle, you're not supposed to park there. We don't see them. We see them on our street, but we don't see them. It's as if they don't exist, but they are there. And 90% of our roads do not have traffic lights. The traffic lights that have been erected on the street are not functioning properly. And all these are petty things that we don't pay attention to. I remember the last time we went to barrier Kasoa. The road was bad. Like, it was bad. It was very, very bad. And sometimes I wonder how these people cross. And when we interviewed these people, the number of people that die on a daily basis on that stretch is uncountable. It's uncountable. And so we ask them why. Is it that the government is not aware? Is it that they've not been a representative from the Ministry of Roads coming around to interact with these people? They said they've been coming there, but the situation remains the same. And sometimes I wonder, you see, that is why sometimes I don't blame these people when we go to interview them. They don't want to even talk because they feel like they've talked. This is something that they've talked on like for several times, and the issue is still the same. And you see, the most painful aspect is that this stretch are being used by our leaders. They use that stretch every day. It's that they don't see it, or they see it and they just feel like, yeah. Or what is the challenge? Like, we want to know. You know, sometimes it is good to sit with your child, you see, one-on-one, explain things for them to understand. Maybe there are things going on that we do not know. The barrier road, it's bad though. It's bad. I don't know how long we are going to fold our hands and then watch people die before we take action. I don't know. Because see, you need to be very, 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 very vigilant to cross. You can't even cross. And one incident they were narrating to us how one young man lost his leg because of this whole accident. And I mean, maybe you might not understand what I'm saying, but if you live in that area, you understand what I'm telling you. When you go to our page, we've posted a video. You just go and see it for yourself and see how bad the road is. But we are not talking about it. We are not saying anything. We are not saying anything. First off, we don't even construct our roads well. We construct road, and then within a pace of 3-4 years, we are reconstructing roads again. And when these roads get bad, the ordinary citizens who pay taxes day in, day out needs to be calling on the government to say, oh, me fra, till they take action. And sometimes they'll wait till, about 1,000 people are dead before they'll take action. But you see, issues like this or challenges like this are problems that we can solve. We can solve. We don't need to wait till it causes intense damage before we take action. We can solve it. And you see those reckless drivers, I don't blame them all. Sincerely speaking, I don't blame them, because the police officers who are supposed to do the right thing, they are not doing it. And they end up taking money. Regardless of whether you are driving a vehicle, whether you are driving a tipper truck, whether you are on a motorbike, if the traffic light says red, you need to stop. But these motor riders do not obey traffic lights. And then it's like, you see the police standing there, not just say, they don't even care. And these are the people that needs to be arrested, but we don't arrest them. Then they end, now traffic, road and traffic, they brought out a new directive. I saw it this morning and I was happy, but then I was questioning myself whether this is going to, we can sustain this. They brought out a new directive, or should I say a new initiative, where a driver can record a police officer without his knowing, or Jessica. You get it? Oh goodness, I want to find this. Yes, so drivers can now use their phones to record interactions with police officers during traffic stop. So according to the director of the West African Regional Center of CAT International, the new traffic rules, he explained that the provision is intended to promote transparency and accountability during police-citizens encounters on the road. He also noted that the ability to record interactions will help protect both the drivers and officers and provide documented evidence in cases of disputes. Now, we didn't even go far. Saturday I was in Accra, and in a vehicle, when we got in a vehicle, I don't know what happened. The driver did something, and then I was taking the video. I didn't get it clearly, and then the driver told the maid that, the 20 cedis, mommy. Immediately I heard 20 cedis, I knew something was going on. Then I saw the driver, the police officer standing closer to the driver, and you know what happened? Now they don't give the money out, so they put it in a ID. I can't say the ID. Should I say box? Oh no, not box. The ID card where you fix in your cards and all that. You see, there is something like a folder, some small folder. So the driver placed the money inside and gave the folder to the police officer, and the police officer took out the money, fixed it in his pocket, and then gave back the small folder to the driver. And I was like, look at it, just look at this. And that is why sometimes these drivers get that vigor, okay, to do what they do. In as much as they know that whatever they are doing is wrong, there's this inner booster that pushes them to do whatever they do, because they feel like, even if I do it and I give this police officer 50 cedis, they will allow me to go. Now, when we take 50 cedis, I don't know how much they take, but I can estimate that maybe 3,000 plus at least. That is, let's just assume that, police officers take like 3,000 in a month. 50 cedis. Compare 50 cedis to 3,000. 50 cedis to 3,000. Because of 50 cedis. And so, like, they take their 50 cedis as if their whole life depends on it. But at the end of the month, you are being paid. You are deployed on the street because they want you to ensure that the right thing is being done to save the lives of people. One motor rider nearly killed me because of this same issue. I did not saw red or see. And we know that when the traffic light is red, as I said, whether you are a motor rider, whether you are riding a vehicle, you need to stop because that is what it says. Unless you want to tell me that you don't know what the light means, what red means, what yellow means, and what green means. Meant. Because when it's red, you need to wait. That is the rule. Wait. Whether you're riding bicycle or motor, you have to wait. Because that is the time where pedestrians also cross the street. But when the traffic light is red, that is when these reckless motor riders know that they will drive. They don't even obey the traffic. And then you see a police officer standing right and they don't care. And so the only thing you see them doing that they'll move their motor and then follow them. And it's bad. This is causing accident day in, day out. You will see a vehicle parked where they are not supposed to park. You see a whole vehicle, a whole tipper truck parked on pavement where pedestrians are supposed to walk. They've parked the vehicle there. I don't know where they are expecting pedestrians to walk, whether they should walk in the middle of the street, whether they should be flying in the air. These are things that needs to be taken into consideration. And the drivers need to be arrested. And I remember when they confronted one of the drivers, and I was like, it is wrong. This is not a parking lot. You don't park here. Why are you parking here? But we have the people who are supposed to ensure that the right thing is being done. They are not doing it. And you see, that is why we keep recording accidents every day. And it's bad. It is bad. The Ministry of Roads needs to wake up. MTTD, they need to wake up. Our police officers, they need to wake up because they are sleeping. I don't know for how long we are going to keep quiet and watch people die out of mistake that can be prevented. Let's wake up and do the right thing. And for the barrier road, Kasoa-Barrier Road, it's bad though. It's bad. Please, the Ministry of Road, we are begging you. We are begging you. We are pleading. I wish I can even lie down for you to see so that you know how serious the issue is. We are begging you, please, let's do the right thing. For the sake of the ordinary citizen. Thank you for making time with me on the Biscuit.